Intermittent fasting and metabolism, the reset button your body has been crying out for. Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why does everything feel harder now? You eat clean, you try to move more, you even drink the green juice everyone swears by. But the scale won't budge. Your pants feel tighter. Your energy dips at 2 p.m. like clockwork. And that belly bloat? It's become your uninvited daily companion. Here's the truth no one talks about. It's not just about what you eat. It's about when you eat and whether your body ever gets a chance to rest. In today's food-obsessed world, we're taught to snack constantly. Breakfast at 7, a granola bar at 10, lunch, snack, dinner, dessert. Your body is always digesting, processing, storing, and almost never healing. That's where intermittent fasting, IF, enters, not as a diet trend, but as a metabolic reset, rooted in biology, backed by science, and practiced for centuries by healthy, long-lived cultures. When you fast, you're not starving yourself. You're giving your body permission to catch up, clean up, and reset. During that rest window, insulin drops, inflammation cools down, cells go into repair mode, and your body taps into fat stores for fuel. You're not depriving your body, you're giving it a chance to breathe. And here's the beauty of it. IF isn't rigid, it bends with your life. Whether you're 40 and just starting to notice hormonal shifts, or 70 and trying to reclaim energy and clarity, you can find a rhythm that works for you. No extreme meal prep, no counting every bite. Just returning to a rhythm your body already knows, the rhythm of balance, of pause, and repair. So if you're tired of chasing diets, tired of burning out, tired of feeling stuck in a cycle of doing everything right and still feeling wrong, maybe it's time to stop adding more and try less. Let's explore how intermittent fasting could be the missing piece your metabolism has been waiting for. What exactly is intermittent fasting, and why is everyone talking about it? Forget the word fasting for a moment. This isn't about starving yourself, suffering, or skipping meals out of guilt. Intermittent fasting, IF, is simply about giving your body time to rest between meals, real, intentional rest. It's a shift from the constant graze, eat, snack, repeat lifestyle that so many of us have unknowingly adopted. Instead of keeping your digestive system working around the clock, IF gives your body space to rest, reset, and recharge. Think of it like sleep, but for your metabolism. At its core, intermittent fasting means cycling between periods of eating and not eating. Not forever, not dangerously, just long enough for your insulin levels to drop, your body to stop storing fat, and your cells to focus on healing instead of digesting. And here's the best part. You get to choose the rhythm. Some of the most popular and flexible fasting patterns include 16-8 method. Fast for 16 hours, then eat during an 8-hour window. A common schedule is skipping breakfast and eating from 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. 14-10 method. A gentler version, perfect for beginners or adults over 50. Fast for 14 hours, eat within a 10-hour window. For example, first meal at 10 a.m., last meal by 8 p.m. 5-2 method. Eat normally 5 days a week. On 2 non-consecutive days, eat only 500 to 600 calories. Ideal for people who don't like daily routines. Alternate day fasting. One day you eat normally, the next you fast or eat very lightly. Best done under guidance if you're older or have health conditions. OMAD, 1 meal a day. An extreme version only for experienced individuals. Eat 1 nutrient-dense meal per day. Not recommended for beginners or seniors. Repeat what's right for you. If you're new to fasting or over 50, start slow. The 14-10 or 16-8 approach gives you metabolic benefits without stress or deprivation. It's gentle on your body, sustainable, and easy to incorporate into real life. No supplements, no extremes, no tracking apps required. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for your health is nothing, just for a few more hours. How intermittent fasting revives your metabolism from the inside out. Let's take a peek under the hood into the quiet, elegant machinery that keeps your body running day and night, your metabolism. Every time you eat, your body gets to work. It breaks down carbohydrates into glucose, your main energy source. Your pancreas releases insulin, which helps shuttle that glucose into your cells. But when there's more sugar than your body needs, the excess gets stored, first as glycogen in your liver and muscles, and then as fat. Now imagine you're eating from sunrise to bedtime with barely a pause. Your insulin stays elevated. Your cells are constantly being fed, but never taught to burn what's already stored. That's where intermittent fasting, IF, becomes a game changer. When you go for longer stretches without eating, insulin levels naturally drop. That drop acts like a switch, telling your body, okay, time to stop storing and start burning. And what you burn isn't just today's lunch. It's yesterday's fat stores, especially the stubborn kind around your belly and internal organs. But that's just the beginning. Micro, here's what else happens when you fast. Better insulin sensitivity. Your body becomes more efficient at using insulin, reducing your risk of type 2 diabetes. Fat burning gets prioritized, especially visceral fat, the hidden fat around organs that's linked to heart disease and metabolic disorders. Cellular cleanup, autophagy. Your cells clear out damaged components, like taking out the trash, allowing for regeneration and repair. ZUN, reduced inflammation. Fasting has been shown to lower markers like CRP and IL-6, easing chronic inflammation and protecting against disease. Poor hormone balancing. Growth hormone rises, helping with fat burning and muscle preservation. Hunger hormones like ghrelin and leptin begin to normalize, so you're not trapped in cycles of overeating. E, enhanced mitochondrial health. Your cells' power plants work more efficiently, boosting energy production and longevity from within. This isn't just about weight loss. It's about metabolic restoration, giving your body the space it needs to shift gears, to clean, to burn, to breathe. So if your metabolism feels sluggish, IF may not just speed it up, it may retrain it to run smarter. And that's the kind of transformation no diet pill can ever match. What really happens inside your body when you fast? A journey hour by hour. Intermittent fasting may look simple on the outside, just skip a meal or push breakfast a few hours later. But inside your body, an extraordinary sequence of changes unfolds. It's like flipping the switch from store and digest to burn, clean, and heal. Here's what really happens hour by hour when you give your body the gift of a pause. 1 to 4 hours, the fed state. You've just finished eating. Your body is busy digesting, breaking down carbohydrates into glucose. Insulin levels rise to help transport that sugar into your cells for energy or storage. If you've eaten more than you need, the excess begins its journey into fat storage. Right now, your body's in storage mode. 4 to 8 hours, the shift begins. As digestion wraps up, insulin starts to decline. Your body begins tapping into glycogen, its short-term energy stash in the liver and muscles. You're no longer running on the energy from food, but on reserves. This is the transition zone where your system starts switching gears. 8 to 12 hours, fat burning ignites. With glycogen running low, your body begins to turn to fat for fuel. This is when lipolysis, fat breakdown, kicks in. You're no longer just burning yesterday's carbs, you're tapping into deeper reserves. This is where most people rarely get to because they eat every few hours. 12 to 16 hours, repair mode engaged. Welcome to the metabolic sweet spot. Your body begins to produce ketones, a cleaner burning fuel made from fat. Simultaneously, autophagy, your cell's natural detox system, switches on. Old, damaged cellular parts are broken down and recycled. Inflammation starts to fall. Your body is not just surviving, it's repairing.
1 to 24 plus hours, deep healing begins. In extended fasts, often supervised, profound changes emerge. Hormone levels rebalance. Blood pressure and blood sugar normalize. Stem cells activate to regenerate immune and gut cells. Brain function sharpens thanks to increased BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's no exaggeration to say your body is cleaning house and building anew. The takeaway? You don't need to fast for days to benefit. Even hitting the 12 to 16-hour window, common in the 16-8 method, gives your body time to switch out of fat storage mode and into a powerful metabolic healing state. So every hour you fast isn't about deprivation. It's a window into deep, intelligent repair.
Does fasting slow down your metabolism? Let's bust that myth once and for all. One of the biggest fears people have about intermittent fasting is this: won't skipping meals slow down my metabolism? It's a valid concern because we've been told for decades that in order to keep the fire burning, we need to snack constantly, eat small meals every 3 hours, and never go too long without food. But here's the truth. Short-term fasting does not slow your metabolism. In fact, it may do the opposite. Studies show that fasting for up to 48 hours can increase norepinephrine, a hormone that helps mobilize fat, and boost metabolic rate by 3.6 to 14%. Your body, sensing the absence of immediate food, actually becomes more efficient at burning fuel, not less. Now, that's not the same as chronic calorie restriction, where you're undereating every day. That kind of prolonged undernourishment can slow down metabolism, lead to muscle loss, and eventually make your body feel like it's in survival mode. But intermittent fasting? It's strategic, time-limited, and metabolism supportive, especially when paired with protein-rich meals and some form of strength training. But is intermittent fasting safe for everyone? For most healthy adults, especially those in midlife or later, intermittent fasting is not just safe, it can be transformative. But like any health strategy, it's not one size fits all. Caution or medical supervision is important for pregnant or breastfeeding women, anyone with a history of disordered eating, type 1 diabetics or those on insulin therapy, individuals who are underweight or dealing with adrenal fatigue. The key here is listening to your body, not forcing it. Start gently, maybe with a 12-12 schedule. Eat within a 12-hour window, fast the other 12. Pay attention to how you feel. Track your energy, your sleep, your mood. Because fasting isn't about restriction, it's about restoring balance at a pace that honors your body. How to start intermittent fasting without overthinking or overdoing it. Let's get one thing clear. Intermittent fasting isn't a race. It's not about being perfect. It's about creating a gentle rhythm that your body can trust and settle into, one that feels natural, sustainable, and healing. Here's a beginner-friendly roadmap to help you ease in without feeling overwhelmed. 1. Start with the 12-12 method, the easiest way in. You fast for 12 hours overnight, for example, from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., and eat within a 12-hour window. It's a simple place to begin because you're already fasting while you sleep. Once your body adjusts, you can gradually stretch to 14-10 or 16-8, only if it feels right. 2. Hydrate like it's a ritual. Most people confuse thirst with hunger, so start your morning with a tall glass of water. Sip herbal teas, lemon water, or plain black coffee during your fasting hours. Staying hydrated soothes hunger, boosts focus, and supports detoxification. 3. Eat with intention, not restriction. Fasting isn't an excuse to eat poorly when the window opens. Nourish your body with quality proteins like eggs, fish, chicken, or lentils, healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, nuts, colorful vegetables and fiber-rich whole grains, minimal processed food. You want to fuel healing, not feed inflammation. Eat until satisfied, not stuffed. The goal isn't to eat less, it's to eat smarter. 4. Break your fast gently. The first meal after fasting sets the tone. Avoid sugary cereals, donuts, or processed carbs. Instead, go for something balanced and whole, like eggs with sautéed greens, Greek yogurt with berries, or oatmeal topped with seeds. This helps you avoid the blood sugar roller coaster and prevents that dreaded 3 p.m. crash. 5. Be consistent but kind to yourself. Life happens. Some days you'll fast 14 hours. Other days it'll be 11, and that's okay. What matters is the trend, not perfection. Fasting is a long-term rhythm, not a rigid rule. If you slip up, don't quit. Just pick up where you left off. Paul's story, a quiet comeback at 64. Paul came to me with a familiar frustration. I eat healthy, but my belly keeps growing. I'm tired all the time, and I'm hungry even when I just ate. We started him on a gentle 14-10 fasting schedule. No calorie counting, no fancy supplements, just a new rhythm. By the second week, his digestion had noticeably improved. He wasn't bloated after lunch. He had energy well into the evening. After 4 weeks, he'd lost 6 pounds. No more sugar crashes, no more 3 p.m. snacks just to push through. By month 3, his doctor adjusted his blood pressure medication downward. And Paul, I feel like my engine runs smoother, he told me. It's like I'm not owned by food anymore. I eat when it's time, and my body knows what to do with it. Sometimes change doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it just takes giving your body a little space and a lot of trust. This isn't about skipping meals. It's about reclaiming your health. Maybe you started reading this with a bit of skepticism. Maybe intermittent fasting sounded like just another health trend, something reserved for influencers, athletes, or people who drink kale smoothies at 6 a.m. But now you see something deeper. This isn't a fad. It's a return to rhythm, a reset your body has quietly been craving. Intermittent fasting isn't about punishment. It's not about starving, shrinking, or striving to hit some perfect number on a scale. It's about pressing pause, gently, and letting your body remember what it was designed to do: burn, heal, repair, thrive. For years, we've been taught that health comes from doing more meals, more supplements, more gym time. But sometimes healing begins when you do less. Fasting gives your body space, not just to burn fat or balance blood sugar, but to breathe, to clean house, to become metabolically resilient again. It's not about skipping breakfast. It's about relearning trust in your body, your instincts, and your ability to heal without noise, without excess, without constant input. And here's what's beautiful. You don't need to be young. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin, gently, intentionally, and with curiosity. Whether you're 45 or 75, you can choose a new rhythm. You can ease into a 12-12 or 14-10 window and listen. Watch what happens when you give your body space to reset. It won't shout, it'll whisper. Clearer thinking, lighter steps, deeper sleep, steadier energy. Yes, intermittent fasting may help you lose weight or reduce medication, but more importantly, it may help you feel like yourself again, or maybe even meet a version of yourself you haven't felt in years. So don't see this as a diet, see it as a homecoming. Because health isn't just the absence of disease, it's the presence of balance, vitality, and peace in your own body. And sometimes, all it takes is waiting a few more hours before you eat to give your body exactly what it needs.